hear.
Okay, cool. So, how are you? Nice to see
We
you
are
both.
doing, we are doing fantastic. How about you?
Yeah, doing well too. Can't complain.
Okay, so ma'am, as you're meeting for the very first time, so would you like to introduce yourself so that we can know about you better?
Yes,
Of
ma'am. Would
course.
you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Shyla. I'm originally from India. I live in England. It's been over 13 years now. I've been living here, and I live with my family. I have a 12-year-old son, and yeah, just a small family of three. I'm not a teacher or anything. I just run this YouTube channel named Speak with Shyla, just my passion. Um, yeah, and I work a 9 to 5 day job. I work with a corporate organization here. Yeah, that's all about me. Now,
So can I introduce myself?
yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. This is Maliha with the mouse who speaking in front of you. If I talk me, so there are 4 members in my family. We are a nuclear family. My parents, me and my brother. We are siblings as well as we are twins. We are study 8th standard. If you talk me, so I love to know new information. We are having conversation last 1 year. It's so long time. If I talk my hobby, so I like to know new information thing, singing song, especially as well as I like to ride bicycle and so on. So if I talk, we are belong to Bangladesh. You'll be glad to know.
So you study? Did you say you
Yes,
study?
yes, I studied 8th standard.
Eighth standard. Oh, so young.
Oh, I think you're so glad to know.
Oh, my son is in seventh standard.
Oh, that's great. Great to hear that. And we are belong to Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, and you are Muwaj, and her sister, I mean, sorry, brother, right?
Yeah,
You
I'm
siblings.
Muwaj and it is Maliha.
Okay. And you have two other siblings as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're four. You're four. Okay. And what do you do, Moj?
Yeah, I'm also a student. I'm studying as 80 standard. Same.
Oh, you both, are you twins?
Yeah.
Yes, we have forget to tell you that we are twins.
Yeah, I figured it out. You're twins because you're both in eighth standard.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. I'm really glad to meet you. Like, it's so young and you're running a YouTube channel. It's really impressive.
Okay, so ma'am, how long have you been learning this language, English?
Um, I am very old. I mean, compared to you, definitely. I have been, as you can imagine, like I started my career way long ago. I have been using this language quite often because I did. Oh, I when I talked about my background, I forgot to tell you that I did my master's in computer science. Soon after I completed it, I joined a corporate organization. I did, so I work in IT. I've been working in IT all my life in various roles. Do you know the roles in IT? Do you know different roles in IT?
Not exactly. We don't have
No,
any idea about that.
you don't know. Okay. So, yeah, obviously, you might have heard of coding, development, and do you know the developer roles and kind of programming? Do you know?
No, ma'am.
Don't know.
Sorry.
So whatever you are seeing, actually, you're using Skype for communication, don't you? So there is actually a lot of code behind this software. So it is the job of the IT people to create these applications. It's all that's the reason the world has advanced so much. But thanks to the development in IT, so in the past 10 years, I would say like we have developed because we were using the keypad phones before. Now we use smartphones. So much of enhancements and advancements have happened in the information technology space. So thanks to that. So yeah, so I come from that background. So everybody starts as a developer, and then I moved on to business analysis, and I now kind of do a delivery lead role. So yeah, and I have been so coming back to the point how I learned this language. I have to tell you that I did my schooling in my mother tongue. I'm from India, as I said. I am from the south of India, Kerala, and we speak a language called Malayalam. Have you heard of that language?
Yeah, we have heard.
Yes,
Oh,
we
you
have
have you?
heard.
Oh, that's nice. How do you know about Malayalam?
Just we have learned this by through mobile phone that we have seen this
You know that
video.
Malayalam is spoken in Kerala. Okay, yeah. So I have done my schooling in Malayalam, and then so until the 10th standard, obviously, and then when you go into the next +2 level, that's 11th and 12th, that's the first time I started. Until then, you would only be learning English, as a language. You have a paper as, English as a paper. And then the first language was second language. I forgot what was the first language. I forgot totally. So you learn different languages when you do your schooling. So English, your mother tongue as well, to enhance your communication in your mother tongue itself, and then you have a second language as well, which is Hindi. You know Hindi, right? You speak Hindi in Bangladesh, don't you? Do
Yeah,
you?
we don't actually speak in our Hindi in our mother tongue like our mother tongue, but we can speak a
Oh,
little bit.
you
Actually,
understand? Yeah, go on, go on.
actually, ma'am, as I have told you, we belong to Bangladesh. So our mother tongue is Bengali, and English our second language. We don't
Bengali.
use language.
Is it
Yes,
Bengali or is it Bangla? Is it called Bangla or Bengali?
Bangla, Bengali is similar.
Similar
Similar.
in
Okay,
English.
same thing. Oh, okay. I like Bengali. Actually, I find Bengali very interesting. I want to learn like Bengali actually. When I hear Bengali, yeah. So, yeah, coming back to how I learn. And then I did my when I went to do +2, I obviously found it difficult because all through from year 1 to year 10, I've been learning everything in my mother tongue, which is the native language, Malayalam. And then I found it difficult because all of the words that for example, you are now studying science, don't you? Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, science and commerce arts. This started with standard 9, and we are studying it.
Yes. So are you learning everything in your mother in Bangla or English?
Yeah, exactly. In our English textbook or grammar book, it's all written in English, but in our other subjects like math, science,
Exactly.
social science, it's written in our native language, Bangla.
Yeah, that's the problem. So we learn everything in our native language, and that becomes a problem when we get to then when you go to college, then you have to learn everything in English. So that switch has been a bit difficult for me, but slowly you overcome that. It's practice, definitely. You have to put a little more effort because you have a gap, don't you? So you were learning everything in your native language, and now all of a sudden you are asked to learn everything in the same concepts, but you're learning in a different language. So you have to definitely put in that extra effort, which I I was forced to do that, because if you want to pass your exams, you definitely have to put in that extra effort, right? So without the effort, nothing will be possible. So yeah, I did that, and then that's how I so you learn. It's a little as one step at a time. You learn slowly, but over a period of time you would see a lot of progress from where you started and how far you have come. So yeah, that's how I wasn't really speaking in English during my college, or when I started my job, and when I as soon as I completed my masters, I joined an IT organization. I then even then we were not really using English much in the office. But to me, what has been really um, that was a great opportunity for me to work for a UK organization. So all my clients were in the UK. So on a day-to-day basis, I did have to interact with them, and you have no option but to speak to them in English. So that's how my communication got better. So English language is all about, or any language, I mean, learning any language is about practice. You need to keep it. So what you're doing is great, because at this age, you're actually now doing this channel, and through this channel, you're speaking to different people, which is really helpful, isn't it? When it comes to you get rid of that inhibition that you first there, because you're running this YouTube channel. One good thing about this is that you are meeting different people, even though it is online. You're still speaking to different people. That gets rid of that inhibition
Exactly.
from you when you're meeting, because that itself is a hurdle when it comes to communication. When you're seeing a new person, you would hesitate a bit. How
That's
do I
correct. Yeah,
start? Yeah, how do I start a
exactly.
conversation? Yeah, go on, go
Yeah,
on. Muwaj.
yeah, exactly. You're right that every English, like English, every language depends on practice. So we have to practice every alternative day. That's why we're trying to connect with different people, especially for Indian people. And lack of, unfortunately, we got it from UK. Actually, you're originally Indian, but you are living for 13 years on UK. That's really good, and we are learning so many things from you as you're living another country, foreign. And actually speaking, that in Bengali, you can say Bengali, Hindi, Spanish. English, any language depends on practice. So we have to practice every single day. But before that, we have to listen and learn main base things that we need basically. That's that type of thing we need to understand the words that we have to try to practice every alternative day. Actually speaking, ma'am, I want to share with you that in every alternative day, every moment, we listen to our mother tongue, Bangla. We speak in English, Bangla all the time. That's why we're very fluent in our mother tongue, and that's why we are not listening English all time every moment. We are not speaking English every moment. That's why we're unable to speak English fluently in English. But I think that if we make any kind of environment at our home like our mother tongue, so it is possible to speak English fluently and confidently like the natives. So that's why we created that environment that at our home we all time speak in English with each other, with our parents, even with our relatives,
Really?
with our teachers and English classes. So I think that this is really helping us very much to improve our spoken English. So, ma'am, I am very curious to ask you one question that you don't need to learn this language English. You don't need to practice your spoken English because in UK you communicate with them in English. So why are you here? I mean, why are you trying to make this
Oh,
type of
interesting question. No, actually, I'm not here to I learn, but there is room for improvement always, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Because you're never perfect, are you? You always learn something um, every day. You come across a new thing. So it's all about, your overall development. It's not just about communication. I like to chat with people. So obviously, I'm living far away from my family in India, and here this is an opportunity for me to meet people, and interesting, like now you're meeting you guys. You are so young. I didn't really think, like, when I saw your YouTube channel, I didn't go in detail, but I didn't think that you were this young. I'm not saying that you're looking old or anything, but I thought maybe like you're, like in your uh, teens, at least. You're just teens, right? You're eighth year means like 13, just 13,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We are
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I thought maybe like you're like 16, 17, or 18. Yeah, that kind of age, but you're so young. It's really very impressive that
Yeah,
you have
actually,
taken that step.
we want to be perfect in our English language from our very earliest. That's why we started our spoken English about 2 years ago when we started in sixth standard.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We're also shocked that we are so younger to you or other person. I have seen there are numerous person those who are connecting here in this app. They're also getting more and more people, but when we are meeting with them, they're also shocked that we are so younger. But how is it possible, really? But in a
It's
modern age, we have to learn it initially, but it's so essential for us.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think like, young people would be, like starting this kind of a channel and then you're actually utilizing it for your betterment. It's you're actually trying to improve something through this
Yeah,
platform.
exactly.
Yeah, so that is impressive. That's why I said, I mean, like a lot of young people use YouTube either to watch or play, or like, they use for different purposes, but you're using it in a positive way, which is appreciable. Yeah.
Actually, in our school, in our surrounding people, there are so many students and learners those who are utilizing this phone as negative side. But we have taken this as positive side that we must learn something. I mean, we must learn. We definitely will be able to learn this language, English, from our mobile phone. Truly speaking, ma'am, that we didn't do any kind of course, we didn't go any kind of application, specific application. We didn't go anywhere, any tuition, English tuition for learning this language. We have learned this language by making this type of conversation video, by practicing by ourselves. And we are very lucky that we are twins and we have partners. And most of the English learners face one problem that they don't have partners. That's why we are here today. But even now the question is coming that we have partners, but we are making this type of conversation for getting more and more. I mean, words, more and more fish, more and more structures. I mean, to improve our spoken English, to improve our communication skills. That's why we're trying to improve our communication skills, and that's why we are here to make conversation with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant. I commendable, I should say. And you coming back to your question, why I'm running this YouTube channel. It's one, if yeah, like people like you come to me, or I can go to them and have a chat. And I don't know if you if you watched any of my other videos where I try and share vocabulary. Like I vocabulary is something that you can always you can never be perfect in that. Like you can do n number of conversations, you would still be not perfect when it comes to using phrases or idioms or vocabulary. There is always room for improvement, right? So I just share what I learn, what I come across um, on different platforms or different videos, and then I just share it here. And that through that, I'm also learning. You know what I mean? So when I prepare for a conversation or when I create a video, I put a bit of effort in that video, and then I'm also learning. You know what I mean? So that's why I am doing this channel. This is just a passion for me, and I thought it's a safe option for me to have this kind of a channel, and I can keep doing this until I die, I think.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. We will be able to do this until our death. Until that, we don't
Exactly.
need any kind of resentment.
Yeah, true. So, how has your day been so far, Muwaj and Maliha?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Our day is going so excellent, and we're doing having a very, very great time.
So, ma'am,
Is that
if
you?
you don't mind,
Yeah, sure. Go on. Go ahead.
can we hang up this phone for today because we have our study right now. We have to complete our home tasks. So that's why I want to finish this conversation.
Of course, let's wind up now. Yeah, it's been like 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, we can chat again at another
Okay,
time.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank
Okay.
you. So
Thank
nice
It
you.
was
to.
it was an excellent conversation, ma'am.
Oh, the same. I feel for you as well. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.